Also, make sure that you get the extended return policy, which means you have until the end of January to send any of our items back. If you want to, it's fine, you can. But this is the time to try HSN, to shop with us maybe at the first time or the 500th time. I welcome all of you in to a really fun night with Chef Curtis Stone. All right, guys, so let's go into another look at our today's special. So you can eat a sandwich. That's really kind of boring. Why not eat a stuffed sandwich that is so much better? Well, that's just the beginning of our incredible story. Not one, but two of our stuffed sandwich makers from, of course, Chef Curtis Stone. I think we've sold close to 3,000 last hour alone. So let's jump into it and I'll tell you all about it. Guys, well, just think about this. How do you take a sandwich and you make it much better? Well, you stuff it. That's what you do. And tonight, you're getting a set of 2 stuffed sandwich makers from, of course, world-famous chef Curtis Stone. This is so much fun. It's such a blast. We've now sold over 3,100 just last hour alone, and I'm going to give you the first ooey gooey because I love to show this off. Just take something as basic as a grilled cheese sandwich. You know, put it in a skillet, put it on the stove, put some bunch of butter on it, flattens it out. It's just not great. Look what happens when you use this maker. You're ready for this? And then when you bite into it, this is the moment of pure love, pure yum. It takes everything that you make in here and makes it so much better, right? All right, let me show you what we're doing too. This is really cool. Everybody gets a set of 2. You also get a set of 2 of his recipe books that are full color, beautiful, wonderful ideas that will surprise the heck out of you. So everybody's gonna get a complete set. All you have to choose is what color would you like. Now, everyone's gonna get a black to start with, so you're just choosing the second color. Our first set's gonna be black. That's pretty easy to understand. The next one is black red, and we're going in order of popularity. So black red is the second set that you have to choose from. Here we go, black gold. Let's just have a little moment. This is the one that I pointed out earlier. It literally looks like a metallic or brushed gold, the kind of things you see on the finishes of your kitchen, which that's what I have in mine. Rocky, let's do an update if you can right now on the black gold. All right, there are 400 left, 2/3 gone. This is not gonna make it to the morning. And this show repeats itself multiple times tonight, so high repeaters, but this is gonna be sold out in this hour. So please don't wait if you want the black with that great brushed gold. Then we have black turquoise. So we've got some other fun colors that are popping up to the front. Black mulberry, also very popular tonight. Down below, we have black with the stone gray. Then we have your classic blue with the black, of course. And then after that is going to be the hunter green with the black. This one I think is a really easy gift idea because it's white and black, so that's gonna match every kitchen in the world. And this to me is the happy color. I love the yellow and the black. So Chef, I know you got a million things to show us, so I'm gonna throw it out to you. He's joining us from his farm in California. We've now sold 3,400, Chef. So what are you gonna go with first?
That scares me because I know how many we have. That doesn't mean we make it to the end of the day tomorrow, or tonight. Look, what I'm going to show you first of all is a Cubano. Have you ever had one? It's one of those beautiful white breads. You put a little mustard, right? So it's a Cuban sandwich. Then you go ahead and put a little bit of pulled pork. I absolutely love this sandwich, by the way. The reason I love it so much is because you load it up. Then you put your cheese. Then you put your pickles. Then you put your ham, and you're like, that's too much. You can't fit it. You can't fit it all. A little bit more mustard on the top, right? You go ahead, and now you think to yourself, well, that's way too big. Have a look at it. That's way too big to fit in a normal sandwich maker, isn't it? Well, guess what? This isn't a normal sandwich maker. It is the stuffed sandwich maker, you guys. You just go ahead, you push it down like this, and then you press it all the way, listen, and then you'll just hear it catch right there, and have a look at this. Right next door, this one's been going for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna lift it on out of my my stuffed sandwich maker. I go straight on through with the knife. Let me show you how thick and fantastic this sandwich is. I mean, Dave, look at that. Have a look at the thickness that you're able to get in this stuffed sandwich maker. Here's what I love about it. I stick it on the sandwich, on the plate like this. I like to finish a lot of my sandwiches with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now, you might want a bit of mustard on the side right here for a little bit of a dip. I always put a little bit of fresh parsley over the top. I tell you what, if that's not a delicious looking sandwich to you, I'm not sure how I'm going to win you over, because that is one of my favorites. But this is the banana tart. This is Emerson, my little 9-year-old. He loves banana and he loves Nutella. So I said, all right, mate, well, let's get some brioche and let's make you an incredible grilled sandwich. So we go on in here. So just because most of these savory ones, of course, have cheese, doesn't mean you need to. Listen, can you hear the crunchiness? Mm-hmm. You can hear that beautiful crust on the outside. And then, of course, the interior here. I mean, have a look at the banana. Isn't that something else?
Yes.
And then, of course, you finish it with a little bit of whipped cream, just like that, and just a tiny little drizzle of chocolate sauce, or maybe a big drizzle, it's up to you. And then a little bit of powdered sugar, and I mean, hallelujah. You've got such a gorgeous, delicious, simple thing to do. Now, it says if you live alone and you think to yourself, I feel like a chicken wing, but I can't be bothered with it all. Guess what? Throw your chicken wings in here. Are you ready to see this?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Isn't it so cool? I pop that up. Look, I've got 4 of them in there. They get incredibly crispy. You can see them right there.
Brilliant,
so yes,
Chef.
You saw me earlier do cookies. You saw me do some baked stuffing. Now I'm doing chicken wings. These were from Raw, by the way. So if you just want to throw a few of those in, I've got a little bit of my sriracha mayo that is so, so delicious with those chicken wings. A little bit of fresh parsley. You know, so just so simple and easy. And that's why I love this. I started looking at it and thinking, well, with that deep cavity, you really can do a lot. I've made sausage. I've cooked little pieces of bacon in here. The world is your oyster. Now, all you need to know is you put a slice of bread. It's 550 watts of power, so it is small but mighty, right? I load it up with bacon. I load it up. I'm going to put, this is my 3-cheese sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Now, guess what else I can do? I can put Parmesan cheese on the outside, right? So you get that cheesy crust on the outside of the sandwich. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you mentioned the mulberry was almost out the door, Suze, which surprises me. I mean, I love it, but I didn't think... It's a beautiful holiday colour, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, no, it's really popular. Again, update for y'all on gold. If you want that really pretty brushed gold with the black, those will be gone in this show, Chef. So if you guys don't, please don't wait on that. Okay, that is so delicious, Chef. That looks so good.
Doesn't that look so good? So this is the 3 cheeses here. I'm going to show you the animation, and I'm going to sneak a little bite because, I mean, oh, absolutely fantastic. Let's jump into the animation so everyone knows exactly what they're getting. This is a set of 2. You're getting 2 sandwich makers here. You're also getting a book with 15 incredible recipes. It is non-complicated. There are no buttons. There are no dials. It is so, so easy to use. It is a non-stick plate, right? So easy lift, 5 adjustable heights. The thing that you'll love about getting this home is just how simple it is. It's cool to touch. It has non-skid little rubber feet underneath, and it just creates the most delicious foods. Now, we've all got leftovers this time of year in our fridge, and I've created a variety of different recipes that shows you how to deal with all of those leftovers. I've got one for you right now because you're going to be making breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snacks, afternoon tea, you name it, and you'll be using this. Suze, have you ever got leftover macaroni and cheese in the fridge?
Sure.
I know I do. Let me show you what you're going to do with it. So you'll just stick a bow on these. They come in individually boxed. You lift this up. Okay, so look, here's the mac and cheese, right? Leftover.
All right.
Now, all you do is you get it out, sort of push it together so it's a big old ball of macaroni and cheese, just like that.
Okay.
And then you just close that down and you squash it. It will shape it within there. Look, you can see how it squashes it into that perfect little shape, right? So have a look over here. This was in for 5.5 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because the inside is delicious and soft. The outside is this incredible, intense... Listen. I mean, listen to that, right? And then, of course, you're going to finish it off because, of course, you should. A little bit more cheese, a little bit of parsley. But let me show you this. Let me just get myself a fork and have a look at what is really happening on the inside here.
Oh, man,
because it's so crunchy, it's delicious, and, of course, inside is cheesy, sticky, gooey, and absolutely phenomenal.
Isn't that fun? All right, so I'm going to go over all the colors for you guys, and again, I'm going to start giving you updates, because at this point, you see on the screen, that is a real number. I have friends go, is that number real? I'm like, why would we put a fake number up there? That's a real number. That's how many orders are happening, right? Last hour alone, we sold about 3,300. Obviously, several hundred more just jumping in this second presentation. Please remember, it is a set of two complete sets, 2 recipe books crammed full of really crazy fun ideas. You'll go, I've never thought of that before. He did cookie dough last hour. You can do brownies inside here. I mean, seriously, they have just taken this to a whole different level. It's just not for a great stuffed sandwich. It really is unbelievable what you're gonna do with this. But 2 complete packages, 2 boxes, ready to go. That's $20 a gift. Please think of the teachers. How about that receptionist who's at the doctor's office, who's just been a wonderful doll to you? Hand it to her and say, hey, thanks so much for just being great. You've got somebody maybe delivers your mail. How about the post person? You go, okay, you know what? I just want to give you this, 20 bucks. How about the gift exchange you're going to do in the next week or so? How about your book club? Think about those friends you have. Even for me, these are for me stock away gifts. So even next year, if I'm going to someone's house or they invited me, or there's a birthday party, if I handed that wrapped up and I bought it now, I'd be really happy to have these on my shelf ready to go when I needed a birthday gift as well. All right, black, super easy, y'all understand it. Here's the scoop, 10% gone in the black as we go into just the second show today. Here is the black red. You guys love the red, love it, love it. Of the 3,800 sold, 1,000 of them is in the red alone. So number 1, number 2. Then of course the amazing black with the beautiful, it's like a brushed gold. We now have, how many? We brought in 1,000 for the day. And I have about 350 left. So you do not want to wait. And I'm going to hold that just for a second because it's going to be gone here. But you can see it really is like a beautiful brushed gold effect. So it's just gorgeous. And I just think that's a great color to have, especially if you have gold accents in your kitchen. All right, here we go. These next 2 for colors are extremely popular. We have the turquoise black and we have the mulberry black. That's your next set. Down here is going to be our black with the stone gray. So again, nice choice, very neutral. Then we have classic blue with black. So that's your next option there, classic blue, black. The next one's going to be your hunter green. And of course, everyone gets a black, so I'm going to keep repeating that. We have white black. I think that's really super easy for gift giving. And then my happy color is going to be the yellow with the black. Is it really? This is actually the next most limited after the gold, which is almost gone. So, and that just makes me smile because it's yellow and it just makes your day happy. But all of you are getting a set of 2. Now, the big deal is you have today and today only to take advantage of the price. We have 4 flex pays on this. You can get them both home for $9. You pay it off in 4 months and free shipping on everything today and tomorrow. So now we just want you to wrap up that great Christmas gift list and get it home guaranteed with no extra charges to be under your tree. All right, guys, I want to also talk about our HSN card because how would you like to get these for free? That would be pretty amazing, right? Well, all you do is you apply for our card. If you're approved, we're going to give you $40 off that first purchase. So that means if you use it for the Today Special, it's free, which we all love free. All right, Chef, I know you got a million more ideas, so I'm gonna let you take it back.
Oh, well, look, you can even bake cake in this. You make a cake batter, Susan, look at this. It comes out so beautifully. Look, I'm gonna use my little gold lifter, which is another incredible item. I'll talk about that in a second, but check this out. You can make these beautiful little cakes, whether you wanna do vanilla or chocolate, that's up to you. And then what I do is I break them up. I'll do one chocolate, I'll do the other vanilla. I'm gonna do a little parfait, right? So you sort of go ahead, get a beautiful dollop of whipped cream, right? Straight over the cake like so. And then a few berries, right? A few raspberries go over the top. It's a really nice little way. Now, of course, you can layer those cakes up, but it's also a beautiful way just to sort of serve a little bit of cake. And I've got a raspberry sauce to go over here, and I've got a little chocolate sauce to go over here. So that's a strawberry sauce to go over there. And then just absolutely beautiful. So whether you're doing gorgeous little parfaits like that, oh, now I did mention my little gold lifter. Have a look at it. This is my little gold touch decorating set. It's a sifter, measuring spoons, a lifter and a whisk. We're going to show you that a little later in the day, but I wanted to give you a little peek because I've been using it. Also comes in a gift box. Now, I don't know, Suze, if you've ever used these guys. You know those little things that you pop the container, you get it from the grocery store, and then they make croissants, right? Well, I've taken some of that. I've used that dough.
wow.
I've put ham and cheese, right? We've just rolled them up.
That's a
You
great
stick it on in
idea.
here. You close it. Of course, it puffs up. Look, 7 minutes.
Oh, for
6 to
gosh
7 minutes and
sakes.
have a look. I mean, imagine having this for your breakfast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful little ham and cheese croissants, right? Straight out of the oven. Well, out of the stuffed sandwich maker. It's nice and warm. Of course, you'll let it cool down, but I wanted to show it to you. By the way, if you think about all the different things that you can cook, you know, you go to the grocery store and you see these chicken breasts that are already breaded. Sometimes they're stuffed with cheese. They're sort of enrobed. So I've got one right here. Look, I've still got the label on it, so I can, I'll know exactly what it is. Rochelle knows me. She knows that I forget things. So look, I go ahead, I pick that up, I throw the whole thing in, right, and I close the lid. And you're thinking, well, why on earth wouldn't you put it in the oven? You know why? Because I don't have to.
Right.
I can just throw this on, and it's ready in like 8 minutes. Much faster. Your oven wouldn't even be hot in 8 minutes by the time I'm finished with this.
Well, you know
And
what,
then,
Chef,
of
I was
course, it
thinking
comes
about
out
when
like-
you're showing all
Yeah.
these different ideas is a lot of the stuff I would never make because I don't want to get out the pans. I don't want to heat up the oven. I was thinking that exact same thing, but now I can make all this and do it in minutes and never have to
Right.
look at my oven. It would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But look at this. This is a bun. This is literally a burger bun. I throw on some Swiss cheese. Then I'm going to throw on a little bit of tomato sauce, right? I've got some fresh basil here. I can go ahead and pop that on as well. And then that chicken that I just cooked, because, by the way, you're getting both of these. Maybe you don't want to gift it. Listen to the crust. You might want to keep two
Just keep it.
all for yourself.
That's
I'm going to keep this
fantastic,
nice
Chef.
and thick, right? And then I go ahead, I lift up that chicken. In it goes. So now
Oh,
I'm using the
geez.
chicken that I cooked in here, back in again, more cheese. Of course I can. And then I put my burger bun on top. Yes, it looks too big, doesn't it? But watch this. There we go. It clamps down. There's 5 adjustable sizes here, so you're totally in charge. Suze, it's so easy. Now, the question is, are you going to get the black? Are you going to get the blue black, the green black? You can get any color you want right now, but in a few short minutes, we'll be saying something different.
Yeah.
By the way, every single person, we're sending home 2 of these to you, and we're sending home 2 of these recipe books. There are 20 recipes in all, and they are fantastic recipes, so you'll be able to cook along with me, and you'll be able to cook all of these beautiful stuffed sandwiches.
Hey, Chef, I got to ask you a question, too. When you and your team was working with this, did it continually surprise you of all the things you came up with that you could make in it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got so creative, and there's so many great things. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, you name it. Even getting home from work from the restaurant sometimes, I'm hungry when I get home from work in the restaurant because I've been cooking for everybody else, Sue. So, you know, it's nice to be able to come home and throw something in here real late, real quick, real simple. Have you ever heard of monkey bread?
Yes, I have.
Well, let me show you how you do it.
Stop it. You're going to make a mini monkey bread?
Oh, yes, I am. It's just cinnamon sugar, right, with little pieces of that croissant dough that you saw me just cooking with. Then you throw it in here, right? If you've got a caramel sauce, you can pour a little bit of that caramel sauce in. You close it down, and you come back 6 minutes later. Have a look at it. Look at how simple and easy.
Oh, my gosh, Chef.
Look at that.
Brilliant.
Incredible. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's brilliant.
And wait till, if I show you how it comes out, I'll flip it over so you get to see the other side. Look at the color, right? And everything just wipes up. It is so easy to use this machine. A little bit of whipped cream, a little bit of caramel sauce. There it is there. So easy. And of course, your imagination is the only thing that limits you.
That's so
It
true.
really,
You know what I like too, because I love all this decorative stuff you're showing, but also there's a recipe in there for doing a veggie sandwich. So you're gonna take basic vegetables that we all should be eating anyway, and I'm telling you, whatever you put inside here, there's something magical that happens, because even a basic grilled cheese sandwich, which you know you put butter and the oil and you put it in the pan, and it's all thin and it's all really gunky and it doesn't taste good, because you're not using any of that, it just comes out melty and really authentic tasting. So there are even recipes, if you just want to take basic vegetables and make something really delicious, you can do it in this little guy. So here's your opportunity just to share the love, share the fun, and for me, this is also a memory creator, because some of my most fondest memories growing up is surrounded by food. I think we've all had that experience, right? And I think if you've got grandkids or your aunt, uncle, or mom, dad, and you say, you know what, we're all gonna make cookies in here tonight. Those kids are gonna remember it for the rest of their lives. Oh, remember mom used to make these really cool stuffed sandwiches for us? And they just become tender memories and an occasion that we can make something basic, really special, and very memorable. And I think that's the fun of actually using these and giving them for sure. All right, guys, once again, black, this is by popularity. Black number one, the black red's right up there. Our poor little black gold. Unfortunately, this is not gonna last. So if you want the black gold, I have less than 300 now left, so you wanna hurry on the black gold. It's just what happens is we all get busy, I get it, and I've done this before. I've gone, said, oh, I'll get it later, and then I come back and I tune in at the end of the day or go online and it's sold out in the color I really wanted. Yeah, or my producer Rocky buys it for me a lot because he knows, we know what happens. This stuff sells out. If you don't get it at midnight, you're like, oh shoot, it's gone. I really wanted that gold black. So don't wait on the gold black at all. It will not be here later on today for sure. Then we have the black turquoise. These are the pops of colors you guys are loving. Black mulberry you're loving too. Love that purple. Stone gray black, classic blue black. So we've got beautiful choices. Hunter green, which is gorgeous, and black. We have white black, and then my happy yellow school bus with the black. So those are your options. FYI, both come individually boxed. You get both recipe books that come with it. They're absolutely gorgeous. And again, a $20 gift. So it's that sweet spot. Free shipping. And if you look at our FlexPay, if you have a major credit card, you're going to spend $10 to get these home and you have 4 months to pay it off. And if you don't love it, you can send it back clear at the end of January. So this is matching up for the perfect time to say, yeah, you know what? That is a cool, fun gift to share. Also, Chef, you know, I think this would be great for anybody who lives by themselves, a partner, maybe they're in a dorm, maybe they're in an apartment or a studio, and they just don't want to cook for a crowd. They don't cook for a crowd.
Well, look, Suze, if you're at home alone, and this happens to me sometimes, and I want a cookie, I can't be bothered getting out the sheet tray and warming up the oven and getting out the cookie dough. You get one chunk of cookie dough, you stick it right on in here, right, and then you just go ahead and you close it all the way down, right? You squash that cookie dough down. Guess what happens? 5 minutes. Have a look at this. It is one perfect, big, gorgeous cookie. It gets really crisp and fantastic on the outside. Let me show you the color underneath. Oh, my goodness. Right, and by the way, look at the cleanup here, Dave. Absolutely nothing, right? Now, you know me from my non-stick. You're just going to give that a real quick wipe and look at it. Spotless. Now, to finish this puppy off, you go ahead, you hit that with a little bit of ice cream, just a little drizzle of caramel sauce or chocolate sauce. I'm going for chocolate. I tell you what, if you've had a cookie like this before, you'll know what I'm talking about. Listen, so crispy, but on the inside, if I can cut into it and show it to you, have a look at how incredibly soft. There's nothing like a fresh baked cookie, and if I just don't mind, you know, there's got to be some purpose.
You're making me so hungry, Chef. I want to show you a fun one that I have too that we created here. And again, so simple, so easy, and really filling, by the way. I'm going to cut this one for you too. And look at this. This is great. This is a tomato, basil, and mozzarella. How awesome. Chef, that's so much better than a crummy little grilled cheese sandwich in a skillet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, talk about leftovers. There's so many great things that you can use leftovers for. Suze, that looks delicious, by the way.
Good, right?
Look, what I've done here is I've buttered the bread, and then I've put a little cinnamon sugar on the outside, right? You put that down so it's going to caramelize, right? By the way, you can see when I push down, look at how much space you end up with here. So if you have a little bit of leftover pie, maybe it's a little bit of leftover pumpkin pie, you might want to put a little bit of that on one side. Maybe you want to put a little bit of leftover of the pecan pie on the other side. Load that baby in. Go ahead, pick up that other cinnamon. This is brioche, so this is a soft bread. Go ahead, crank it down, right? That's the gorgeous gold. We're about to say goodbye to the gold. There's only a few hundred of you. I think we've got about 600 people on the line waiting to get through. Go to hsn.com, you guys, if you want to cheat and go straight to, well, it's not really cheating. Go straight to the front of the line.
It's faster.
But here's that cinnamon sugar. It sure is faster. Listen. Listen to that crunch.
That's ridiculous. That's
gorgeous
such a good one.
and crunchy on the outside, right? This is the pie leftover, all right? I'm going to go ahead and cut on in there. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And then here's what I do, Sue. I go ahead, I take a little bit of whipped cream, right? Because of course I do. And then I get a little bit of raspberry sauce, because I think the raspberry the acidity cuts it ever so slightly.
Oh, interesting.
And then I hit it with a bit of powdered sugar or maybe some beautiful little edible flowers. And I tell you what, it really is so cool. By the way, I'll lift up my my little duster here. This is my little sieve. This is that beautiful little gold touch set that I was talking about before. Measuring spoons, you get the sifter, that beautiful cake lifter, and the incredible whisk. You get it all, Suze. We've got all sorts of incredible gifts. Every single thing in my brand is on free shipping and handling for the whole weekend. I couldn't be happier about it because I know everyone's going to get an absolute bargain.
And guys, I just want to mention too, you haven't seen these yet because we're actually going to do a full presentation on in just a second. But Chef worked with them. They actually work inside the Today's Special, and they're silicone. They'll work in your oven, toaster oven, what have you. So they're these little molds, and we're going to get to them in just a second. These are like for egg bites. He did a brownie inside here, little bite-sized brownies, and you can do like little baby omelet here. We will get to these in just a second. So if you saw them last hour, and we're waiting for them. We've got red and we have gray. And again, we're going to actually give you a full look at them in tonight's show. We've already sold 1,500 of these and have not done a presentation. So again, give me a couple more minutes and we'll get to these officially. But we do believe they're going to be sold out if you happen to see them last hour. I just want to show you what's in front of me too, guys, because this shows you the variety and how cool things are and how fun eating can be. Right in front of me, this is so glorious. This is a strawberry French toast. Yes, you want to make the best French toast ever. How about making that? And again, you'll get the recipes. I love, this is a Mediterranean veggie sandwich. And again, this is in the recipe books you're getting. So I love that. So if you don't eat a lot of meat, you can still take those vegetables and really be creative with them. The one right beside this is a Cuban. Oh my God, I love a Cuban. And the fact you can get it smushed like they do in a panini grill, like if you go to a Cuban restaurant or you're getting a panini style, now you're gonna get that great taste out of this little guy. The one after that I thought was really clever. This is called garlic pizza. So again, we're taking, you know, some garlic bread, we're taking pizza sauce. I just think that's so clever. Here, another delicious dessert. This one's called the banana hazelnut. And then up here in the back, I think this is awesome. This is avocado and cheese. And again, I can take toast, I can stick avocado on toast, and I can stick a piece of cheese on toast. And it's a really basic kind of bland sandwich. That's what you get at restaurants. But when you put it inside the press, all of a sudden, chef, it tastes so much better. It's such a better experience when you press it all together.
Because you get it crunchy on the outside, the inside stays moist and fantastic. I mean, the flavor of these sandwiches. And the best part of all is you're using up your leftovers, right? I've got my bun here, that goes in. And that's right, it's a bun. Have a look before all I've done is cut that in half. You can see the size of this. Even bagels fit in there. Then what I do is I go ahead and I throw some baked beans. I know this sounds crazy, but it is really, really good. Next, leftover barbecue. I've got some brisket here that I'm going to load up. Of course, you need some pickled onions, and of course, you need to layer up that cheese. So 2 slices of cheese. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way that closes. All you do is you push it down ever so gently. You come on over here, and then you pull that down at the front. Listen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can clamp it all the way down, right, over here, because you're using this look at this incredible sandwich. I mean, the cheese is ooey gooey. The crust is absolutely phenomenal. You don't need to use butter. If you want to, of course, go for it. It is totally your choice. But let me show you the thickness of these sandwiches. Because when you get to see it, I mean, have a look at that. I didn't leave it in quite long enough because the cheese hasn't fully melted. And you know, if you're anything like me, that cheese needs to be absolutely melted. But I'm going to hit it with some Parmesan, some parsley. I would finish that with a little gravy, maybe. Or the sriracha aioli would be a really nice little touch as well. Or maybe I'll just drizzle a little of that over. I tell you what, crunchy on the outside, ooey gooey, delicious on the inside. The flavor is sensational. So it's 550 watts of power. That's what's giving you that intense crunchiness.
And here's the other thing I was thinking about too, Chef, when I was talking about really cool memories made with food experiences. Chef, I don't know if you ever heard of a camper pie? But basically what it is, it's two big long handles. You open it up, you put two pieces of bread, and then you put apple, like canned apple, or you put pears in it, or like peaches. You close it, you stick it in the fire, and what do you get? You get this. And that is one of my most fond food memories from growing up and camping with my family. So they're called camper pies, if you guys are familiar with it. And you can put any kind of pie filling in them, right? But that's what's happening with this. It is the modern day version of doing a camper pie. And you can see instantly, it brings back to me these fond, wonderful memories surrounding by that experience. And I think that that's what this takes you to. It takes the family members, the grandkids, the cousins, whoever, the friends, the guy, the other people in your dorm, they go, oh man, let's go over and make a camper pie at Joe's place, It's just one of those really fun things to do. And what a great memory to share with others to create that experience in their own homes. All right, another quick update. We got to wrap it up, but guess what happened, Chef? Chef, you're gonna have to put your gold version away. You cannot show the gold anymore because it is sold out. Now, if you're on the phone for the gold, you're okay. But if you're not, unfortunately, that gold black version is now sold out. So I think the next one, the most limited, is actually our happy yellow with the black. I think that's the most limited one right now. Okay, so there you go. The happy yellow with the black, that is the second most limited. And then of course we've got all the other color options. I am so glad you're enjoying it. And remember with our FlexPay, it's such an easy way to give a really cool set of gifts to somebody, whether it's a housewarming gift, a thank you gift, a holiday gift, that little extra something you want to give to somebody. I think this is perfect. All right, stay right there. Now, what do we want to do? Oh, let me talk about HSN.com. It really is, because we are busy and we're going to get busier, I promise you that. But if you want to order on HSN.com, it's just so much faster. You can get to the front of the line without having to wait. It's like standing in the grocery store and you're standing there with your 10 people back, and then all of a sudden they open up the next register and you're able to scoot over and get in line. You know that feeling you have like, yes, I can check out quick. That's what that's all about. Stay with us. We have brand new launches still to come in this hour with Chef Curtis Stone.
Wrap up your holiday shopping with our 24-hour last-minute gifts, stocking stuffers, bow and go gifts, and more. Last-minute gifts, Friday at midnight, only on HSN and hsn.com. 'Tis the season to be a VIP. Use your HSN card to get the best deals on gifts for everyone. Shop now for the holidays and pay over time with ExtraFlex or VIP financing on every item. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Plus, the HSN card has no annual fee. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details. Trusted by millions, she is one of America's most successful female inventors.
If somebody's struggling, I look at how could I make that better for them.
For 25 years, Joy Mangano has been part of the HSN family.
The HSN customer is who I dream about.
And she's just getting started.
The product we're creating is amazing.
Don't miss Joy Mangano here on HSN.
Retire? I have too much fun.
Ingredients that are rich in tradition, born from the clouds and foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Clean beauty that protects, nourishes, and repairs hair and skin. Shop the Tweaked by Nature Beauty Collection on HSN and hsn.com.
Ooh, okay, so the best gift that I ever received was a couple years ago. My husband's from Panama, and our daughter had never been to visit the country. She hadn't even met some of her cousins and her aunts and uncles. So my husband put together this entire trip, even with his parents coming over. We spent Christmas together, we spent New Year's together. It was those memories that I will always hold dear to my heart. I know it's something that my daughter will always remember too.
And This is definitely the weekend to shop, 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 shop. Why? We have free shipping on everything today and tomorrow, and that's it. 2 days, you've got it. We guarantee under the tree because we do not have any extra charges for the shipping. So it's not only free, we're going to guarantee you get it in time for Christmas. So great time to shop. And now we have another item that literally we showed last hour. We have not done a full presentation and already sold almost 2,000 of these because they work independently in your oven or your toaster oven, or they also work with our Today's Special. So it takes that really clever Today's Special just to a whole nother level. It's actually a set of 3. And Chef, I'm going to throw it right to you. We have final quantities now. We have the gray or we have the red as your options. So Chef, these just turned out awesome and they're so clever.
They're so clever. Now, look, here's how you use it. You put just a tiny bit of water in the bottom here, like I'm talking a couple of tablespoons. Take your silicone ring, grab an egg, right? So this is if you're using that whole one, but they all work the same way. You can crack an egg right on in there and you'll get that perfect. You just drop that down. It takes 8 to 9 minutes. Here's one I just put in, right? That's just gone in. And here's one that I put in about 7 or 8 minutes ago. So you can take it as far as you want in terms of soft, hard, medium, you know, totally up to you. The egg will fall right on out. And check this out. I mean, you've got that beautiful jammy yolk in there. Now, if you want to leave it soft, then you'll just put it in for a little bit less time. These little are small ones. So now it's divided into 4. You can see it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So these are for those little egg bites. So you might want to put a little bit of bacon. You could put ham. I'll put a few little herbs in there. You could put a little bit of peppers. You could put some tomatoes. Whatever you like in an omelette, basically. You go ahead. Then you crack an egg, right? You just whisk it up with a fork. Go ahead and pour it in. You'll see all of those ingredients will float to the top. Don't pour it all the way to the top because it'll rise ever so slightly. The eggs will souffle. Drop that down. 8 minutes later, check this out. You pop the lid and have a look at how they've cooked up, right? So I'll bring these out. Of course, you can let it cool for just a moment if you want to, but I'll bring this on over. And then you give it a little shake. Come on, you come out. You're coming out as well, all 4 of you. And then you can see them there, Sue. So, I mean, you go to one of those beautiful coffee places that everyone lines up for these egg bites. Guess what? Now you're making them at home, and they cost you, you know,
pennies.
Pennies. That is it, just pennies. And you can do so many different types. You can do them in advance. By the way, you can even use cake batter in here. I've done some little brownies. So again, you're just going to flip those over, and you'll see those brownies will fall right on out. So those perfect little brownie bites. I'll take a little bit of whipped cream, and I'll just go and I'll just put a tiny little dollop of cream on each one. You'll let them cool, of course, before you do this. Unless you're going to stick it straight in your mouth like I like to. But I tell you what, is to be able to do that, it's pretty cool, right? Those gorgeous squares.
Oh, it's perfect.
Here's some little cake bites. These are actually the rounds. These are those gorgeous little cakes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. That's
so clever. Yeah, and can I show you? We actually did white chocolate candies in front of me. So look how pretty this is too. Like we literally did candy inside here. Like, or you could do. I suppose you could you do a fudge in here? Little fudge pieces?
Of course you can do fudge. Look, Suze, I'm even using it in the oven. You don't have to use it just in your stuffed sandwich maker. You can throw it in the oven. You can pop it in your air fryer. The silicon's safe up to 500 degrees. I've done like a little crumble in here. Check this out.
That's a great
I'm going to bring this right on up. I'd use a trivet normally, and then I'm going to go ahead. I'll just lift this out. Watch this. Out she pops. So any sort of little cake or turnover that you want to make, I'm going to put a little bit of powdered sugar. Right?
That's a great idea.
Isn't that fantastic? A few little flowers on there. You could put a little bit of chocolate sauce. The flavors are just so wonderful. And of course, when you think about it, how easy is that? You throw it in the dishwasher when you're done. You get the round. You get the small round, and then you get the square. Thanks, Vanessa. And then there's the square. So we've got it in the grey, and I think we also have it in the red.
Yeah.
Red as well.
Although I will tell you, Chef, guys, when you see that 1,912 sold or 13 sold, that was just this show. That's not like we've been selling them for like a week or two. We literally put them on the air last hour. This is the only full presentation, and it's a great addition to the Today Special. But as Chef said too, you can use it totally separate. Chef, if I wanted to freeze something in here, oh, you did it. We did not rehearse this. This was not rehearsed.
Look, these beautiful little ice blocks. Now you can throw cranberries or something sort of festive for the holidays.
Yes.
So yeah, you can do, I've even frozen rosé in here before, so it keeps your rosé nice and cold.
That's a great idea.
Don't want to dilute the wine. And then, of course, you can go ahead. You can use those gorgeous little ice blocks like that. And then you go ahead and you pour your little spritz or whatever it is that you're drinking for the festive season. I think you probably need to go and check out at hsn.com my Four Stones wine. We've got a beautiful collection right now, and it's right here. This is the Moscato. So this one has a little bit of sweetness, and that's what I made my white sangria with.
Okay, guys, over 2,000 have been ordered. They're kind of neck and neck. It's red, gray. That's all the colors I have. And just think of all the different things you can do. And for me, Chef, I've ordered those egg bites because I try to eat more protein than I would say necessarily carbs. And so when you're going through a coffee thing, you're like, oh, I don't want a croissant. Oh, just give me the egg bites. They're like $6, and you just get like 4 or 5 of them, right? Or for pennies, now you can make them quickly. So get the Today's Special, pop them in there, brush your teeth, get your hair ready to go. They'll be done. As you're running out with that cup of coffee out of your house, you got your homemade egg bites for pennies instead of spending all that money through the drive-thru. So grab these while they're available, guys. These are another item that will sell out today. That will not make it all day long at all. And they're just so clever to go back to our Today's Special. And what happens, it just takes that Today's Special to a whole new level and a new way to be able to use that clever set of 2 stuffed sandwich makers. I want to mention Andrew Lessman. I actually order from Andrew Lessman. Why not? I wanted to say turmeric, and I thought, where am I going to buy it? And I thought, well, of course, Andrew Lessman. If you'd like to see all his beautiful vitamins and his wonderful supplements, you can check those out on hsn.com. Definitely take advantage of all the free shipping today and tomorrow only. We guarantee all these goodies will make it in time for the holiday without any extra shipping charges. In a couple more days, that's going to switch because it kind of has to. But right now, you're good to go, and it's the perfect weekend just to get all that shopping done, especially because Chef is here with these great offers. Okay, the next item is our set of 2 DuraPans. These are the 13 by 9 sheet pans, and it is a 2-pack. Now, it looks like I am down to 2 colors in this. All the other colors are now sold out because it's always popular. We have the 2 set of the 2 set of red and the 2 set of gray. And you know what, Chef? There's a ton of people out there over Thanksgiving who bought those stupid, flimsy foil sheet pans and tried to cook with them, or they're gonna go make cookies with the kids and all they have is those crusty, burnt on sheet pans at home. It's time to get new ones.
You need good quality sheet pans. It's that simple. These are absolute essentials. But here's the key. Listen. These are carbon steel, so they're extremely strong. What does that mean for you? It means it doesn't warp, it doesn't buckle, it doesn't bend. Because when that warps and then this stuff cooks and this stuff sits up nice and high and dry, so that's not what you want, right? You want them to be really strong. This is DuraPan Plus, 5 layers of DuraPan in every single pan. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start showing you, because all you do is you come on over here and you pull food straight from the oven. Free shipping and handling on everything, you guys. If you're just tuning in, have a look at this. This is a frittata, right? By the way, these gorgeous little trivets, you can go ahead and you can drop that down that simply. Now, the frittata, you can see it. I just go ahead, I can just pull this out. I'm going to show you real simply. I go underneath here. You ready for this? Just a little bit of gravity, please. And that whole frittata will just slide straight on out of my pan. Look at that.
That's so
I mean,
awesome.
it literally falls out of the pan. Absolutely nothing. So you can see the browning underneath. I know I broke it, but I'm just showing you. Look at that gorgeous color, right? So there's that perfect frittata. So simple and easy. So whether it's a frittata or maybe a sheet tray lasagna, because yes, you can. You can literally pick up this 9 by 13 sheet pan. Look at how the food literally slides out.
Isn't that great?
Just go ahead and swipe that tomato sauce out. Now, let me show you the cleanup, Suze, because this is what's so amazing. All you're going to do is wipe that baked on food. You can see it right there. Just wipe it straight out of that pan. So easy and so simple.
You know, Chef, I really like the size of these guys. That 13 by 9 is a great space.
Yep, it sure is. And by the way, it is the standard size, which what that means, you're getting 2 of these as well for the 27 bucks. I can't quite believe it. If you're using a box mix or something like that, then the 9 by 13 is the size that everybody talks about. By the way, look at it as a roasting pan. I've roasted that whole chicken. I'll take my kinetic thermometer because I always want to make sure that that chicken's cooked perfectly. And here's what's going to help. All you do is give it a shake. Just like that, you'll see it'll wake itself up because it doesn't ever require a battery. You just go ahead, roll around to that thickest part. You put the probe right on in, and it's going to give you a digital readout, right? So what we're looking for here is at least 160 degrees for roast chicken. What are we at there? 150. You're going to roll around, you're going to see that. Okay, so here's the good news. I checked it. So you know what I can do? I can put it back in the oven because it's not cooked. So it goes back on into the oven. Even for simple things, Suze, like this. Reheating a slice of pizza. We all do that once in a while, don't we? Well, guess what? When your pizza just slides off the tray and the cleanup is non-existent, even though the cheese sort of falls out and melts onto there a little bit, it is just so simple and easy to clean. You just wipe it, and it is that simple. I can't believe you're getting these home for like 13 bucks a piece. 10 times stronger than other non-stick on the market. Because I know we have an animation. There's 199 five-star reviews on this product alone. You will love it. The reason this is so special is because carbon steel gives you that incredible strength. And then, of course, the Durapan Plus gives you that unbelievable non-stick, right? Absolutely nothing sticks to this cookware. Talk about someone that likes to bake. Stick this under their Christmas tree. They'll be very happy with you. 450 degrees. So as you can stick it in the oven and nothing sticks to it. I mean, look, I've done some cookies, right? This is the traditional pan that you're probably used to using. And then you play this game where you're like, oh, goodness, are they going to stick? Oh, no, I broke one. You know, so you're doing that and you're trying to scrape them off. Or you can do them in my pans. And that is your result.
Hey, wait,
right?
Chef,
So
you know what? I got to
literally
say, though, your traditional pan is way too shiny. A traditional pan in most people's home is not that shiny and silver. It's just full of baked-on crud from like 10 years ago. It is time to finally change your pans. And by the way, I want to show this too, Chef. It's Dura non-stick on the outside, too. So if you're worried, well, yeah, that's great, but what happens when I get schmutz over here? It's going to come off just as easy as you saw them wipe off the interior. That is just a great experience. To have just these wonderful pans you go to, like this. I mean, you're just making a huge amount of nachos. Look how ridiculously this slides off.
I mean, that's a cheesy nacho.
So good.
And then normally, you know what it's like. Normally, you're scraping that pan. All I'm going to do is reach for a towel. I'm going to give it a wipe. Yeah, it can go in the dishwasher. But the truth is, it's never going to make it to the dishwasher because of that, right? And by the way, they take up space in the dishwasher. Let me show you the nachos, though. I know what you're thinking. We're over here in Hollywood.
All right, guys, so again, two different choices. We have the red, we have the gray available. That's it. I mean, every other color I had, we started out with, has sold out the last time Chef was here, so we just wanted to remind you of those. Again, really nice little gift idea. Maybe you don't have a big space, that 9 by 13, and you say, gosh, you know, maybe, I don't know, your daughter has moved to her own little apartment. Those are great sheet pans to have, and she will use them for years and years to come. By the way, brand new shears coming up next. We're launching them tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let me give you an update on our best value for today. All right, here we go. In just this show tonight, we have now sold over 6,100 sets. If you're tuned in late, what are you getting? 2 boxes, 2 beautiful recipe books that come with it, 2 complete sets of our fabulous stuffed sandwich makers. Now, we've already sold out of 1 color, so here's my advice. Get your colors tonight before you go to bed, because the problem is I've done it. I'm just like you. I go, oh yeah, that's such a cute idea. God, that'd be great gifts for my 2 friends and tennis buddies. And then I'll go and be busy all day tomorrow, and I'll come in, or today, I'll come in later today and go, oh shoot, the color I really wanted sold out. I love midnight and 1 a.m. because other than 1 color, I still got the rest. Double black, you get black red, black turquoise, black mulberry, stone gray black, classic blue black, hunter green black, white black, and my happy yellow black. Those are what remains. Remember, this is a 1-day price, so it ends if it's either two-way. It's going to sell out early, but if it makes it to midnight, the price goes up. And right now you get free shipping, so multiples is a great idea for lots of gifts. And we have 4 flex pays. It means you use a major credit card. You're going to spread your payments out over 4 months, but you're going to get it right away, and we guarantee it'll be under the tree with no additional shipping charges. So everything adds up to a really affordable gift that people will have a lot of creative fun with. Also, I would love you to check out all of Chef Curtis Stone's collection on HSN.com. He has so many great items and so many wonderful customer picks, and he's so passionate. I'm so blessed to get to work with him. By the way, is that the new prime rib? That prime rib, I have not tasted it yet because he's just launching it, but even when he showed it last hour, it looks so good. That price goes up tomorrow night. Oh, it's a weekly deal drop, so that's gonna end tomorrow night. Great prime rib from Chef. And Chef is one of the world's leading experts when it comes to fine quality meats. He has a Michelin award-winning restaurant called Gwen that features meat. So why would we want any other meat when we can eat that kind of level of meat that normally we can't afford? I mean, let's be honest. All right, so we have a brand new item we are launching. And honestly, it's quite funny. Chef, I can't believe this is the first time we're launching kitchen shears with you. After all these years, I thought, gosh, he's had to have done them before, but I love how you take an item that's much needed and you reinvent it and make it much more clever.
Well, look, for me, kitchen shears are an absolute must. The very first thing that you have to do is put a sheath over the top, right? Because you don't want little hands damaging them. You also don't want to damage the shears, so you want to protect them. Guys, these are less than a $20 bill. We've put a little clip on the base so it just springs open. You can see the spring there, so it will always come back to open, which makes it extremely efficient, right? So whether you're doing something as simple as cutting some fresh herbs, so yes, you can cut through poultry, of course, but I want to show you a lot of non-culinary opportunities as well, because guess what we're all going to be doing straight after the holidays? We're all going to be cutting open packaging, right? And the great news about these kitchen shears, you can see just how quickly you can go through the battery packs, all of the toys that are going to be at my house this year. And that's what's so wonderful, because these days the packaging is so hard to break into. Another thing that I love about this is how you can do your wrapping, right? So I've actually gone ahead here and you can see, look at how you can just go straight on through, and because of the sharpness of these shears, you can cut this wrapping paper all the way. You can take your time, or you can just go straight on through like that. Also opening packages of foods. You know, sometimes these packages can be a little stubborn. So you're now able to use your kitchen shears and snip straight on through like that. So you're going on and you're making the most of whatever snacks you're going to be serving. So really, really simple. You know, so because I kind of feel like here's what you need. You need a good place for your hand, right? So whether you put a couple of fingers through there or whether you put your whole hand through there, and then because of that spring, it literally pops back up. So you get that beautiful tension in your hand so effortlessly every single time, right? So you can just go and snip right on through there. Even food packaging. I mean, the stuff we're selling right here, we've got our bacon, we've got these incredible brand new crab cakes, and when it's time to open these up, you're going to need something just to snip through the packaging. So they really are wonderful, and you're right, I can't quite believe that I've never done it before either, but they really are an absolute essential. By the way, so are these crab cakes. If you haven't tried my crab cakes, and I doubt you have because it's the first time we've ever shown them, you've got to check those out as well.
Those are huge, by the way.
Now, they come in the red. They also come in the black. So I've got the black up here for you. There's that little sheath. Again, once you're finished using these, you're going to just clip it in like that. You slide the sheath straight over so it protects the scissors. It also protects you. Again, when you're ready to use it, you're just going to go ahead, pop that open, and then away you go.
Hey guys, and I just want to show you real quick. In the back, there's, it's real small. It's right here. It opens up. There's a little mechanism that actually locks it into place. So when you store it, they're going to stay shut. They're not going to pop open when you have it inside that kitchen drawer. All right, black or red, those are the two options. And brand new, you're seeing the launch. All right, we are moving on. I got one more item I'm going to show you before I let Chef get out of here for a couple hours. But I wanted you to feel really comfortable shopping with us tonight, or anytime, quite frankly. But right now, we're guaranteeing that you're going to get anything you buy from us under the tree. Basically, almost anything. I won't say everything, but literally all the items on the air you see for sure will be under the tree with no extra shipping charges. And then there's thousands of more items that we're going to guarantee that as well on hsn.com. So this is the perfect moment because today and tomorrow you also get free shipping. And we love free shipping. I mean, we all do. You save so much money. So really get those last minute gift ideas done. This next one one I think is really a fun one. And again, I was talking earlier about how there's so many great food memories we tend to have. And this one I love because, let's say, and we were having a debate, Chef. At Thanksgiving, my family was debating what was the better pie. And we're committing to buying a whole pie, right? And we're like, well, we're really gonna eat a whole pie, so a whole pumpkin, a whole apple pie. We ended up getting a whole pumpkin, a whole apple, and of course there was tons left over. With this next collection, you guys, how about making little individual pies? So if Miss Susie wants apple, because she does, oh, I can. Little Craigo, my husband, wants pecan, and I don't know, Ethan, my son, wants pumpkin. Well, guess what? Now we can have our own little individual pies. And Chef, I thought this turned out so great. And it's all Dura non-stick on the inside. We actually have two color options. We have what's called the gold collection, and we have the red collection, and we even give you a dough cutter included. So let's jump into this one, Chef.
It's so great. So you're getting all four, right? So it's a set of four, and you get that dough cutter. So here's how you use a dough cutter. You roll out your dough, of course. Maybe you're using a store-bought one. That's fine, too. You just push. It is that simple, right? You lift that up, and you remove the outside, and then you're left with that perfect dish of dough. Now, of course, that is the perfect amount. You're just going to go ahead and feed that on in to your pie plate like that. And then it gives you that perfect amount of dough that sort of will hang over and crimp. So it gives you that beautiful sort of shape. And because you've got those designs there built into the pan, that's how you do it. You'll go and fill it on up. Now, you can fill it up with whatever pie filling you like, of course. I'm going to use apple because that's what you said your favorite is, Suze. And then I like a little crumble top. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my crumble right on over there. This can go into an air fryer. It can go into an oven, and you bake it just like that, right? So let me go to my oven, and I'll show you a couple of the things that we've done. Because you can do little lattice pies. You can do pies with tops. You can do cherry. You can do apple. You name it. The great news is the DuraPan works every single time. That's what's so wonderful. We've gone for that carbon steel here, so you can see how strong these babies are. The same way we make our bakeware, nothing's warping, nothing's popping or cracking because of the way we go ahead and build it for you. Now, over here, I've gone ahead, now I've got the gold. You can do chicken pot pies, and I've actually gone ahead and done some chicken pot pies. By the way, this big silicone mat that you see me use right here, you can put hot things straight on this. It's a great little protector. I think there's a handful of them still available. But let me go ahead and cut into this and show you. Because, by the way, you can go straight on in here. Cut yourself a slice of that pie. Now, you can serve them as individual, like you mentioned, Suze, but they are still a good size. So depending on whether one is good for two of you, or maybe I'm just going to break in here a little piece. I'll take a plate there, Matt, if I may. Thanks so much. Have a look at this incredible. This is one of the chicken pop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to show you the other one. I'll take another plate, Matt. So I want to just flip it on over and show everyone the underside, right? Because here's what's so cool. I can flip that whole pan over. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. First of all, it just pops right on out. Have a look at the crust. Look at that gorgeous even browning. Look at that gorgeous crust. It's the flavor. Let me just show you this. Listen. Hear that beautiful crust? Now, of course, it's this simple. Now I'm just going to go ahead and flip that on over. This is a red hot pie. You can see the structure of it, of course. That's because of that beautiful pie dish. This is actually a store-bought crust, right? So, but you can just see it in there, and you'll be able to make all of your favorite pies. It's also a great way to serve side dishes. Yeah.
Chef, excuse me, just one second. Guys, if you want the gold, I have less than 100. So those are almost completely gone. And this is brand new. We're launching it. It's the first time you're seeing it. You're also going to get the recipes. So if you're like, I don't know how to make a pie, you don't have to worry about it. Chef actually explains it in the little booklet that you get with this. So if you're not used to pies, you're going to be in good shape. Oh, that's fun. You did mashed potatoes, little side dish.
Mashed potato. Now, of course, you just serve it in the thing because it's so pretty. I mean, here it is. This is the macaroni and cheese. Of course, you'll just serve it in there, right? But I'm just showing you that quality, that DuraPan, the incredible non-stick. I just hold it here for all of a second, and you look how it just all falls on out.
And you know, Chef, one of those pie pans are enough for 2 people. Like, that's definitely a side for at least 2 people. Like, they're small, but they're not mini.
That's exactly right. Now you can just see how simple and easy that falls out. 10 times stronger. That's the DuraPan promise. You will fall in love with these. Now, don't forget, imagine this is a little gift, right? You're getting that beautiful big round cutter. The pie pans fit perfectly inside, just like that. They're great for side dishes. This is the red, right? I'm going to show you. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. You're also taking home a little recipe book. We've got 5 beautiful recipes that we've shot for you to take home as well. I'm going back to my oven. Use it in the oven up to 500 degrees. You can use it in an air fryer, of course. Ooh, pecan pie, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's kind of all my
You know what I think is really fun about this, Chef? Like I was saying too, how often do you have to buy a full-size pie, but not everybody wants to eat pumpkin, so you don't want to throw pie out. This is really fun because you can make all these little custom pies using your set.
Yep, again, have a look at the color on that crust. That is everything, and of course, it's also pretty important that the pie is straight on out. And if I flip this on over for you, Suze, have a look at that pecan pie. I would just finish that off with a little dollop of whipped cream. What an action-packed 2 hours. That was a lot of fun, Suze.
It was a lot of stuff. Well, thanks, Chef. And I just want to wish you happy holidays. I know it's your last big event of the season. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and your family. And thank you for such a great start to our day.
I'll see you next year.
Yes, okay, darling. And you'll see him later today, too, by the way. I'm leaving, he's not. All right, guys, I hope you can join me actually going into, let's see, for, what is it, Saturday night, Friday night into Saturday. Saturday into Sunday, I've got Joy Mangano's Last Today special of the year. So